Hello everyone, welcome to Screen Scream on Viola. Time travel and multiverse have been trending topics recently. So today we're going to talk about new movies related to either time travel or multiverse. And at Top 007, I will go through all the movies on chart and discuss all the significances of these movies. Without further ado, let's listen to the introduction of the first new movie we're going to talk about today. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Dr. Stephen Strange casts a forbidden spell that opens the doorway to the multiverse, including alternate versions of himself, whose threat to humanity is too great for the combined forces of Strange, Wong, and Wanda Maximoff.
Stronger than you have lost their way.
Of course, the first new movie we're going to talk about today is Doctor Strange. I've seen it, and if you've seen it as well, you will know that the introduction is a little bit different from what it is. But that was the official introduction, and since it's just the first week of its release, I'm not going to talk about any spoiler. So today, I'm just going to cover something that will help you understand this new Doctor Strange movie a little bit more. First of all, Doctor Strange is the official movie for Marvel Cinematic Universe to dive into multiverse. Actually, the MCU already revealed that they're going to play with time travel or multiverse in the Avengers The Endgame. Since the Avengers time traveled to the past to get Infinity Stones to stop Thanos, and from what we've seen in Phase 4 right now, including all the Disney Plus series and Spider-Man No Way Home, we can tell that the latest core value and the main theme of Phase 4 is multiverse. Since the MCU is going to explore multiverse, we're going to see a lot of vibrant and new characters in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Of course, we will be able to see the different versions of Scarlet Witch and Doctor Strange. You may say that this is not a new trick. We already saw that in Spider-Man No Way Home. But what's different is that in Spider-Man No Way Home, they found the actors who played the previous generations of Spider-Man which aren't from MCU. This time, Elizabeth Olsen and Benedict Cumberbatch, they need to play different roles by themselves. And this is going to be a great challenge for the director, actors, and actresses. Besides the different versions of Scarlet Witch and Doctor Strange from different universes, there's still a new character in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. The new character is Miss America, America Chavez. Her main function, yes, what I said is function, is to add some fresh youth and power into the storyline of the sequel of Doctor Strange and the protagonist Doctor Strange himself. But as I mentioned, I've seen it. I would say that this is a good movie, but if you look at it from Marvel standard, it's not really good. And I'm really looking forward to discussing with all of you with spoilers in a few weeks. Now let's move on to the second new movie we're going to talk about today. Hi Mom. A woman travels back in time to befriend her own mother in an attempt to make her life better. Okay, so the introduction was pretty short, but it clearly told us what this movie is about. The second new movie we're going to talk about is a Chinese movie. I seldom talk about Chinese movies. First of all, because there aren't many Chinese movies in Taiwan. And second, I don't really like Chinese movies. But since most movies are trying to avoid Doctor Strange, there aren't many new movies this weekend. So today we're going to talk about Hi Mom, a Chinese movie. As we heard in the introduction, it's a story about time travel. The background of the story is set in 2001 when the protagonist, who just gets into college, and her mom encounters some serious accident. While she's super sad and desperate, she accidentally goes back to 1981 and meets the young version of her mother, Li Huanying. This movie received more than 5.4 billion RMB, and the box office ranked number 3 in the Chinese movie history. It's the very first feature film written, directed, and acted by the Chinese famous comedian Jia Ling. She also won the Best Leading Actress at the 2021 Golden Rooster Award in China this year. So basically, the story of this movie is that the protagonist wants to make her mom proud, so she tries very hard to get into college, but then an accident happens on her mother. She then becomes super sad and desperate. But after she goes back to the past, she makes a group of friendly and naive good friends, including her mom, of course. She becomes BFF with her mom, and there are some unexpected results happened on the impact of Jia Xiaoling's avant-garde thoughts. When I heard the introduction of this movie, it reminds me of Back to the Future. If you still remember the plot, you will know that the protagonist goes back to the past and accidentally makes his mom fall in love with him. But as a result, he and all his siblings will disappear because his mom never falls in love with his dad. That becomes a problem and he needs to fix it. I wonder if this is the similar story in Hi Mom. So if you're interested in this Chinese movie or time travel, you can go watch it this weekend. And before we move on to Top 007, let's review what we had from last week first. Top 3, The Lost City. Top 2, Everything Everywhere All at Once. And top 1 was Fantastic Beasts, The Secrets of Dumbledore. Let's listen to what we have from top 7 to top 4 this week. Top 7, The Northman.
Father is here! The king, milady. The king.
Top 6, Memory.
I'm the bad man. Have been for a long time. That's 3.
Top 5,
Lord,
Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
What's happening?
Okay, quick version. Robotnik is back.
Top 4, The Bad Guys.
We're the bad guys.
It's crime time, baby. Shark. We need a distraction.
Do I get to improvise? Fine, please be.
Wow, we have 3 new movies on the charts this week. Mostly because some of them were just released in the US. So let's take a look. Top 7, The Northman. It was released in the US last week, and it's going to be released in Taiwan in July. There haven't been many movies related to history recently. What's so special about The Northman is that it casted many A-list stars, including the leading actor in the latest Disney Plus series, Moon Knight, Ethan Hawke, and Willem Dafoe. So it's definitely a movie worth watching. Top 6, Memory. It's probably the worst movie at the theater recently because all the movies at the theater right now are way too good. But if you are a fan of Liam Neeson, you probably will still want to watch Memory. Top 5, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. It has come back on chart for a few weeks now and has been trending both in the US and in Taiwan. So I'd say it's a good choice for both grown-ups or children. Because for grown-ups, it's probably very nostalgic. Like me, Sonic the Hedgehog is basically part of my childhood. I used to watch its cartoon when I was little. Last but not least, top 4, The Bad Guys. It's the latest work of DreamWorks. Actually, it was released in Taiwan on March 18. I don't know why it's only released in the US right now. But the quality of this animation is very good. I just don't understand why it wasn't trending in Taiwan. So let's hope that it's going to perform very well at the box office in the US so that we can talk about it a few more weeks. And now it's time for our last section, top 3 to top 1. Basically, nothing new there. Top 3, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
We got another offer. It's $1 million. It's to attend a wealthy gentleman's birthday party.
Top 2, Everything Everywhere All at Once.
What's happening? Evelyn, I'm not your husband.
Top 1. Fantastic Beasts. The Secrets of Dumbledore.
We're here to see Albus Dumbledore.
That would be my brother.
Okay, what we know from top 3 to top 1 is that we know the unbearable weight of massive talent kicked the Lost City out of the chart. So top 3, the unbearable weight of massive talent. Basically, it's a movie about Nicolas Cage. I remember watching a lot of Cage's movie when I was little. For example, the Con Air, Gone in 60 Seconds, and the National Treasure series. I have to admit that I haven't seen any movies with Nicolas Cage for a long time because in the past few years, his movies weren't that good. But this time, the unbearable weight of massive talent, Nicolas Cage is reminding the audience and moviegoers that I'm still the award-winning Nicolas Cage. So don't forget about me and come watch this movie. So if you're a fan of Nicolas Cage or you just want to remember how good he was, you can go watch The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. Top 2. Everything Everywhere All at Once. Again, it's a movie about multiverse. And actually, the concept of multiverse didn't just appear recently. It existed a long time ago. It's just that DC Comics and Marvel Studio realized that this concept is lucrative and they started to make a lot of movies out of this concept. But Everything Everywhere All at Once is a movie talks about family and love. The story is about how the protagonist can find her daughter and how she ends up jumping between all these different universes. The visual effects is something, and you may think this movie costs a lot, but actually no, it's a small budget movie, and you can see how good the acting skills these actors and actresses have. I would say it's the most worth watching movie at the theater right now. And finally, our top 1, Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore. I have to admit once again, I haven't seen it because I've been avoiding unnecessary visits outside because of the pandemic. You know, Taiwan is finally experiencing the outbreak of COVID-19. So for me, a Marvel movie is a must. But even though I'm a Potterhead, a not so good Fantastic Beasts is not worth it. Actually, I do want to watch it, but it has been 3 weeks and I haven't seen it, so I really doubt I will ever go watch it. But listen to me, it's just not as good as its previous one. And I have to say that, speaking of Fantastic Beasts, one of the actors it used to have, Johnny Depp, actually catches more attention recently on the media because of his trial with his ex-wife, Amber. So I think that drama is probably more exciting than Fantastic Beasts. And that's all the time we have for today. I'm really looking forward to discuss the spoilers in Doctor Strange with all of you in a few weeks. So remember to tune in same time in a few weeks here at Screen Scream. I'm Viola. See you next week.